Cole. Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.
You got it, Bobby.
I wanted to ask about your approach to playing Rip. I mean, he's at one moment this fierce protector, tough guy, but he can also be incredibly sweet, in his scenes with Beth. I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit about your approach to that duality.
Maybe one of the reasons why I was drawn to him is what you just described. I think, ultimately in the very first episode, there was more of the strength and less of the heart. But I think as Taylor got to know me as a person and we spent that first year together, I think he started, and when we spent the summer together and I was riding a lot with him and we got to know each other, and his upbringing, mine as well. And they were very similar, which I won't get into personally, but, and so I think going through all those talks and, both sides of our lives, he started, I think, putting together that this would be something that he would like to see in Rip. And I think, obviously he implemented those into the show.
And we get to see Rip take on a bit of a sort of role model role this season with Carter. What was it like to explore that with the character of Rip?
There's a lot of different things that I think went through, not only my mind, but Beth's and also Carter. And for me, it was the opportunity to see again another side of Rip, a side that has the ability to teach, which I don't think is a strong suit of his. Not in that way. I think in other ways maybe, but like the ranching lifestyle and cowboying and so on. But as far as being a father or a mentor in some way, I think he's not very good at it. But over time, I think what you see is that he's kind of finding his feet when it comes to it. It's tough love at first, which is kind of normal for not only John Dutton, but I think with Rip as well. So it was fun to explore throughout the season.
And I read that you grew up spending time on ranches. How much did that kind of help you with this role? Did it feel kind of like a full circle moment?
I grew up, on a really nice ranch in Oregon for about 4 years, and I rode horses, and we had cows and chickens, you name it, goats. And those were kind of my earliest memories of being a kid. And I think getting away from that and moving to Florida and then back to California, where I was born, there wasn't a lot of that. So to get a role like this, obviously many moons later, and have the opportunity to get back to the things that I remember I loved as a child, has been a dream come true.
And you have such incredible chemistry with Reilly. I was wondering if you could talk about working with her and just what you think it is about this couple that makes them so captivating to audiences.
Well, working with her, she's, a dear friend, and I trust her. And I think the biggest thing, right out of the gates with Kelly and I was, which I think Taylor saw and a lot of people that were behind the scenes, is just how much we trusted each other, and I think when you have that, ultimate kind of actor, trust in each other, the limits are kind of, they're limitless. You're not scared to take risks together or push the envelope. And that was something that just innately happened to her and I. It doesn't always happen, but it did on this. And then I think Taylor wanted to explore more of that through the years, and he has, and it's really done, not only I think, us as actors and as performers, it's done us just, but I think it also, obviously the audience loves it, and it's helped the show grow, I think, in one facet.
Absolutely. And my last question, just with Tim McGraw joining the kind of Yellowstone universe, have you had a chance to reach out to him and just kind of talk about the phenomenon that is Yellowstone and joining this kind of extended universe?
I met Tim 100 years ago when he was doing Friday Night Lights in Austin briefly. I don't know him very well. I'm obviously very happy for him and Taylor. I think they'll do great together. I've worked with Sam Elliott. I'm a big fan of his. When I was 21 years old, I still am. I think he's a wonderful actor. I think this world is perfect for him. We did High Low Country together and got along He played my boss, and it actually kind of like a Kevin figure, or a John Dutton, I should say. And I've always watched him, and I think the world of him. So I'm glad he's a part of the family.
Well, thank you so much, Cole, for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
You got it. Great talking with you, Bob.